Are you feeling stuck? Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Rieger Green. We all go through stages of stagnation where we get stuck, we feel stuck, and it can trigger anxiety, depression, frustration, and then we can default into sometimes our unhealthy coping mechanisms. I know for me, it can just be like a downward spiral. And what I'm here to tell you is that I recognize feeling stuck is sometimes a gateway to raising my vibration, creating a greater sense of clarity. So, a lot of times when I'm going through a period of stagnation, it's actually my body, my physical body working to align for me mentally, emotionally, and spiritually or energetically to shift me up into a higher state. So when I don't fight with the stagnation, which is like that dance, when you feel frustrated, you get more frustrated. When you feel anxious, you get more anxious. And, maybe just some simple breathing techniques or whatever you do to quell your anxiety, your depression, your frustration. It might be a quick fix or a surface level fix, but it doesn't get down to the root cause and condition of that stagnation. And it can vary for all of us depending on what you're walking through and what you've got going on personally or based in past traumas. So just some general ideas that I know are helpful for me when I do get stuck to start looking at it as an opportunity. So when you feel that sense of demotivation and stagnation, just step back and say, okay, what actually does motivate me? What am I interested in? What am I excited about? What am I eager to do, participate in? What am I hopeful for? Sometimes you'll be able to answer those questions, and other times it's like, I don't know. I can't find anything I'm excited about. So, whether you've got something you can identify with that you're excited about, or you have got nothing. You have nothing. I've got solutions for both of those things on how you can use these tools. So let's say you do have something that motivates you. For example, for me right now, when I go through some stagnation, boredom, um, I've got some things on my plate personally with my mom. She's terminally ill. And so, what is something that motivates me a go to right now? It's spending quality time with her, prioritizing my day to day life and responsibilities so I get to show up with quality, enjoy my time with her. Does that happen all the time? No. Do I get exhausted and run down and all the human things? Of course. But I do know that a motivating factor for me is to spend quality time with her. So that's my motivation. So I've identified my motivation. Okay. So think about what a motivation is for you. If you need to hit pause, go with that. Okay. So for me, it's spending quality time with my mom. And what I would do is I'd take that and I would say, it is my intention. I would set an intention, and intentions are like prayer. They're like dialogues with your soul, with your higher self. And getting unstuck, learning to use that can actually deepen your intuition, your sense of clarity, feeling more grounded, solid, secure, motivated, all the things. So I would set intentions and I would say something like, it is my intention that I organically am able to prioritize, find, and experience quality time with my mom each and every day with an abundance of joy, happiness, ease, and meaning. I am grateful that quality time with my mom, my friends, the people that I love comes naturally, happens organically. So did you see that? I set the intention. I conditioned my day, and then I said thank you in an intention. And you can say thank you God, thank you higher power, thank you soul, thank you higher self for organically creating these intimate interactions that feel abundant, that feel and are meaningful to me, that create an abundance of love in my heart as I walk through this delicate, precious time, personally and with my mother. during her transition. Thank you. So that's what you do. You take that clarification of whatever motivates you or inspires you, and you set an intention around it. And then I always say rinse and repeat, meaning, that's a good thing to state in the morning when you wake up. If you have a moment in the car, or you just are tired of answering emails and you need a break, take a couple of rounds of breath cycle. Inhale fully, exhale fully, inhale fully, exhale fully. And, align your posture a little bit, because it's like, dress for success. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Because it doesn't mean I always am feeling great and motivated and figuring out the time in my day to prioritize my mom. But if I literally sit up straight and I breathe and I say those things from my heart center, and the words don't have to be perfect. It's just the intention, the energy, and the meaning. And taking the time, having the willingness, the wherewithal to do that. What does it take? 30 seconds. And if you did that, 3 or 4 times a day, first thing in the morning, sometime once or twice in the middle of the day, and in the evening, a couple of times as you relax into sleep, it really can help. Okay, so part 2. Conversely, when you're stuck and you're feeling stagnant and you're like, I don't know what motivates me. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I need. I just know I don't need this. I don't need to feel overwhelmed, exhausted, frustrated, angry, whatever it is, sick, unwell. That right there is such a clue. That's called 2 things. 1, it's called the contrast, and it's called how we flip the script. Flip the perspective script. So the contrast, meaning that which creates resistance, that which we do not love, we do not like, we do not want, that is misaligned with our mind, body, heart, and soul, is the biggest indicator to what we do want. So what's an example of that? Let's see, what don't I want right now? What feels like contrast to me is, I know, when I sit down, I have my days planned out with my work responsibilities. I love what I do, what I get to do, the relationships I've created, but sometimes I can feel super overwhelmed. Do you ever feel like that? I love what I do. I've created that and I hold the space. It's a privilege. But when I get to answering emails and I have lots of inquiries, I want to support people, but there's just one of me. I can't humanly do it all. And so I get overwhelmed and worried, I'm going to let someone down. They're not going to love me. They're not going to like me. I revert back into my people pleasing, letting others down versus really gauging what I feel, what I need. So when that happens, what I can identify there in contrast, something I do not want, is I do not want to feel overwhelmed in my daily work or professional experience. I don't want to feel overwhelmed, overburdened, afraid that I am going to let someone down, miss the mark. That's a lot of freaking pressure. So I don't want the pressure, the overwhelm. So there we go. I've drilled down and identified. So what do we do with this? Well, first of all, if I don't want overwhelm, what is the opposite of that? It's a sense of peace and ease, a sense of spaciousness to me, a sense of a greater amount of time, energy, attention to respond thoughtfully, easily, organically. And maybe not feeling overwhelmed, there's a different opposition for you. So think about how you do want to feel based in what you don't want to or don't like feeling. Got it? Feelings, your emotional intelligence is a superpower, especially when you look at the dark stuff. The dark stuff is where the treasure is. Get it? Like the overwhelm is telling me, I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I don't want to feel the pressure. I want to feel light, peaceful, easy, spacious. Spacious is the kind of always the word that I cling to and identify with. So finding the words that almost resonate with you or yourself are important, and you can find that through the contrast. Okay, so what am I going to do with the overwhelm? First of all, I'm basically going to thank it. Just like I would what I'm motivated to run towards, I'm going to thank what I don't want. something along the lines of, thank you, self, thank you, soul, thank you, God, thank you, Amanda, for the clarity in the experience of overwhelm that has become unacceptable for me, uncomfortable for me to a point where it diminishes the quality of my interactions, the quality of the gifts that I give in my professional life, and my own experience through that. Thank you that I can recognize this energy, this sense of overwhelm, pressure, and fear is unhealthy and limiting my joy and abilities. Okay, start there. Thank you that I got it. I get it. And then what do you say? You flip that darn script and you say, okay, it is my intention that I can organically begin to heal and process feelings of, experiences of, perspectives of, mentalities of overwhelm, pressure, and fear that I am imposing upon myself that are no longer necessary and can healthfully, easily, and organically replace that experience with peace, ease, joy, an abundance of time, attention, and energy, all within my framework of healthy boundaries, showing up the best I can and trusting that integrity. Thank you. Thank you that I am organically shifting my vibration, healing, and creating a greater sense of peace, ease, and joy for myself, through myself, and in my interactions professionally, so that this also spills out personally and interpersonally. You can say whatever you want, whatever resonates with you. I'm giving you examples of how I dialogue with myself. So feeling stuck is a total opportunity. It's a pain. It is a pain. But when it comes up, don't dance with it. See if you can avoid that stagnation dance and that fighting and say, what is this showing me? And utilize these tools. I've got a blog post on this that outlines it and gives examples of some intentions. So it just clarifies everything in here. And if you're new to intentions, I do offer a free guide of 7 days of morning and evening intentions, which are great because intentions have been my thing for a long time. The words come naturally and fluidly to me. So I've written beautiful intentions for 7 days to kickstart your energy. And I would recommend with those intentions saying them in the morning and the evening and just repeating them, reading them, breathing them, repeating them, and feeling the experience of the energy. You could tell that when I was saying those intentions, it was just flowing through me, but I could feel it. It was coming to me of what my soul was craving. So that is really a helpful tool that I have that I think is a great way to kickstart you in just some clarity, some grounding, and conversations and dialogue with yourself and your soul and with God, your higher power. And if you want to go deeper than that, I offer this fabulous 18-day meditation dedication. I call it a meditation dedication because meditation challenge to me denotes that it's going to be challenging. And this dedication is about creating a discipline and a dialogue with yourself and your soul. And I do that. I facilitate that in the 18-day meditation dedication. It has morning and evening meditations that range from 4 to 7 minutes that you can listen to first thing in the morning, you can go to sleep to, and it's all about strengthening yourself, your soul, your dialogue, your truth, healing, and clarifying your point of attraction, that point within you that is the innate, authentic you, creating this vibration of love, abundance, peace, and whether you're wanting to attract a romantic partner, a new job, heal an illness, work on a relationship with an estranged relationship with a family member or a spouse, as your children, whatever you're seeking, you can formulate this meditation to work with you. So it's something that you can use much beyond 18 days and find the ones you like and listen and re-listen. So that's just another option I have out there for anybody who is interested in diving deeper into meditation, strengthening your intuition, and just raising your vibration to feel better and get unstuck. Anything to get unstuck. All right, everybody, I hope this was helpful. Reach out and tell me how you get unstuck, or how you can apply these things and how they're working for you with some repetition and dedication. Take care, everyone.